In the last video, we learned how to make a scrolling background from scratch. Today, let's use that skill to make a super fun Flappy Cat game. Let's do it. Let's start with a blue sky backdrop. It's simple, bright, and fits this project really well. Try to choose a background that's not too busy. That way, the scrolling will look smoother. Now, let's add a building sprite to our game. The goal is to make the buildings move to the left, so it looks like the cat is flying forward. When the green flag is clicked, hide the sprite first and set it to its starting position on the right side of the screen. Inside a forever loop, wait for a random amount of time, then create a clone of myself. When the clone starts, have it pick a random costume so the buildings look different each time. Then make it show and start moving to the left using a repeat until block. Inside that block, change X by -6 until the building moves all the way off the screen. Next, let's add some trees to our scene and make them move as well. We'll use the same idea as we did for the buildings. When the green flag is clicked, hide the tree sprite first and start creating clones of it. When a clone starts, make it appear and move to the left across the screen. This will make the trees scroll by, adding a nice sense of depth to our background. Now let's bring in our flying cat. When the green flag is clicked, we'll set the cat starting position, point it to 90 degrees, facing right, and make it a bit smaller so it fits nicely on the screen. Inside a forever loop, we'll check for key presses. If the up arrow is pressed and the cat's Y position is less than 155, it will move up by 5 and tilt slightly downward to look like it's flying. If the down arrow is pressed, we'll do the opposite. The cat will move down by 5. This makes the cat feel smooth and responsive, just like it's really flying through the air. Now, let's add some gold coins for the cat to collect. When the green flag is clicked, we'll first hide the original coin. Inside a forever loop, we'll decide how many coins to create in one batch using a repeat block. For each coin, we'll send it to a random Y position, then create a clone of itself every 0.2 seconds. After a batch of coins is made, we'll wait 2 to 4 seconds before starting the next one. When the coin starts as a clone, we'll make it show, and inside another forever loop, it will move left by changing X by -5. Once the coin reaches the left edge of the screen, we'll delete the clone to keep the game running smoothly. Let's give it a try. Next, we create a variable called coins and set it to 0. Then, when a coin sprite touches the cat, we'll increase coins by 1 and delete that coin clone so it disappears. To make it even more fun, you can add a sound effect whenever the cat collects a coin. Finally, let's create the bird sprite that will act as the enemy in our game. We'll follow a similar logic as the coins. When the green flag is clicked, we'll hide the bird sprite first. Then, inside a forever loop, we'll use a repeat block to decide how many birds to create in each batch. For each bird, go to a random Y position on the screen. Set the size to a random value, so some birds look closer and some farther away. Create a clone of itself every 0.2 seconds, then wait 2 to 3 seconds before starting the next batch. When the bird starts as a clone, we'll show the bird, play a flying sound, and make it move to the left by changing its X position by 0.5 until it reaches the edge, then delete the clone. To make the bird look alive, we can also make it flap its wings by switching costumes every 0.2 seconds inside another forever loop. Now let's finish the game by making it stop when the cat touches a bird. Inside the bird clone script, add an if block inside the forever loop. If the bird is touching the cat, then stop. All this will immediately end the game. And that's it! You've just created your very own Flappy Cat game in Scratch. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.